What's up, guys, and welcome back to GM Week. I hope you guys are enjoying the daily Japan GM mode uploads. We got about 25 games left in year number 7 here. Last episode, we made some trades. Now, they're a little bit controversial. Some people think it was great that it hung on to Joe Veleno, and others not so much. So he is on a short leash. If he's not 83, 84 overall by the start of next year, you can pretty much kiss Joe Veleno goodbye. We're going to re-sign him no matter what. I'm not going to lose him to free agency, but he's got 15 points in 56 games. I'm really not worried about the points. He can have 3 points for all I care. I want to see that overall go way up. I want to see him 83, 84 overall by the time next year rolls around. If he's not, he is going to be considered a bust. He'll be 24 then. It's pretty much over for him at that point. So hopefully we can see him grow. If not, we're going to have to find a different avenue, unfortunately. One player who I'm pretty excited about is Gunnarsson. He has been ripping it up since we moved him up. He's now got 30 points. Zach Sanford, 18 goals. Everyone seems to be doing just fine. And then the two big acquisitions were Malkin and Patrick Laine. Now, some people weren't super stoked on the Malkin deal. They thought I could have got a little bit more. He is a simple rent-a-player. He's going to be gone after this year. I feel like we could be a Stanley Cup winning team. Maybe there'll be another trade in the works. Maybe. What I am going to do, though, before this month starts, because there's, I think, 10 or 15 games before the trade deadline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Joe Veleno up on the block. All right, and if anyone wants to send any offers my way, by all means, please do. I'll throw on, hold on here. We'll throw on Joe Veleno, and anybody else? Maybe just throw on Joe Veleno. We'll see here. I really don't want to get rid of anybody else, to be honest with you. Joe Veleno, 80 overall. He is going to be on the chopping block. Maybe throw on a pick. Maybe throw on our first for maybe next year, or throw in just a random pick. Just to get some more trade talks going. It's not often that we get people to send offers our way, so we'll throw in our 2024 first round pick and Joe Veleno. So hopefully that can spark a little bit of trade interest. You've lost morale for being put on the trade block. Buddy, xTech has lost morale because you've done nothing in 7 years since I drafted your broke ass. So hopefully we can simulate strong here towards the end of year number 7. I would really like to hit the 45-50 win mark. I mean, that's a little bit crazy, but if the simulation does treat us well, I don't see why we wouldn't hit that. Now, we didn't simulate that well at the end of last month. Start off with a big victory up against the Anaheim Ducks, and then we lose 3-1 against the New York Islanders. But last month wasn't very kind to us. We didn't simulate that well, and I'm really hoping that changes here, because we have a good team on paper. I've made some line changes, and there you go. We've won 3 of our last 4 games on a 2-game winning streak, and then we got a back-to-back on the road, Montreal and Buffalo. I'm going to slow stim the game against Buffalo, see what we could have had with Alex Nylander, and we get shut out, unfortunately. I can see us in the 40-45 win mark. Definitely a playoff team, but once that postseason hits, man, anything can happen. First period up against Buffalo, 1-0, Zach Sanford, my dude. There you go, the newest member of the St. Louis Blues. Period number 2, there you go, Malkin and Laine. Those are those 2 big acquisitions, Gino and Patrick Laine. Period number 3, 5-1, Strome and Hamilton, 5 different goal scorers, and Jake McCabe ruins the shutout for Anthony Stolarz, unfortunately. But another big 2 points there. That was a big game, 5-1. Patrick Laine with 3 points, Zach Sanford with 2, and our backup, Anthony Stolarz, getting a big victory there. So Stolarz is actually a really good backup. I'm pretty happy that we have him, because Oleg is by far, no question, our number 1 guy, and he's going to be for at least the next 10 years. He is going to be the man. He's going to be like 89 overall by the start of next year. So yeah, all right, we're winning some games here. We've only lost twice this whole month, so that's not bad. I guess half the month since I started the simulation halfway through, but it doesn't look like we're going to get any trades sent to us, which isn't the end of the world. I can have a look at our roster. I mean, we're winning games. Our locker room chemistry's up. I don't really think there's a need for us to make a move. We're only a few points behind Vancouver. Man, they look scary. We could end up meeting Vancouver in the Western Conference Finals. That would be a serious matchup. That would be nuts. Let's see here. Perlini, Strome, Laine, Gunnarsson, I moved Gino down and moved Strome up, and that kind of helped out the lines a little bit. I'm not really a huge fan of Petrel. I don't know what it is. Oh, Petrel. 18 points in 64 games. He's a good 30-point guy. He's a +5. I'm probably not going to touch it. Maybe we can think about moving Petrel in the offseason. I think he's just going to stay at 85 overall. I mean, he is getting third-line minutes. He's listed as a second liner, but I have Sanford and Gunnarsson on my second line, so I really can't do a whole lot about moving Petrel up. Our defense is set, our goaltending set, our fourth line set. I'm not going to make a move. We're going to pass on this trade deadline. I made my moves about a half a month earlier, so you know what? I'm good. I'm good, guys. I'm gonna hang on to Veleno for the rest of the year, and hopefully he does something, honestly. Hopefully he grows, because if he's not anything above 83 next year, even if he doesn't grow, I just want him to grow. I just want him to be 82, 83 overall. Give me something. I don't want to see no 80, 81 overall. Give me something to work with here, Joe. What can we do here? We can... Any big games we got up here? Doesn't really look like it. No real big games coming up. We got a couple of Western Conference teams that I wouldn't mind getting a couple of victories on. Edmonton is really bad this year, 18-41-1. Edmonton's been bad this entire GM mode. I think they were good in like year 3, and then after that they've just had continuous first overall picks, as Edmonton usually does. So 39-20-6, 39-21-6, back-to-back losses after a couple of wins there against Pittsburgh and Edmonton. Another loss, 3 in a row, boys. Come on, let's change it up here. Come on. St. Louis Blues, that should be a victory there. 3-2 loss. Man, we lost 4 in a row, but then we come back there with a big 3-1 win, and then we lose 1-0. But not really going to worry about what our record is, because we played good enough in the first couple of months to kind of solidify ourselves as a playoff team. Edmonton, 19-45-6. This should be an easy victory for us. This should be super easy. We dropped a few games there, so I wouldn't be surprised if Vancouver, yeah, oh my god, they have 105 points. Holy shit. I think... Honestly, I don't think there's any way we could catch Edmonton. Calgary's kind of hot on our trail. We are only 1 point behind the LA Kings. So I think if we would have not lost those 4 games, we would have been way past the LA Kings. But at this stage in the game, if you lose 3 or 4 in a row, you're gonna drop some spots. So we have 1 game against LA, 2 games against LA, and 2 against Vancouver at the end of this month. So those are going to be big, giant games for us. That can kind of give us a good idea of whether we're getting home ice advantage or not. So up against probably the worst team in the league here. Let's go. First period, 0-0. Period number 2, 2-1. Esposito and Liljegren and Chris Kreider scores 1. Come on, guys. We should be blowing these guys out of the water. Come on. Period number 3. Oh, shit. They tie it up. Evander Kane, Jordan Eberle, Strome gets 1, but we win it in overtime. Anthony DeAngelo, baby, that offensive defenseman on the back end, gets us a big extra point. Thank you very much. If we would have lost against the Edmonton Oilers, I would have been super upset. I think we'll slow sim the games against the LA Kings since we are so close. They are honestly right on our tail. We're right on their tail. Hopefully we can string together a few victories here. 3-1 loss. Come on, guys. These should be easy points. These guys have a terrible record. 7-5. There you go. I feel like we're having some trouble keeping the puck out of our net. 6-4 loss up there, and then we win there against Nashville, which is nice. Let's string together a few victories in a row. See what I'm saying? We let 7 goals in against the Hawks, and then we beat up on the Edmonton Oilers pretty handedly, 6-1. So 45-26-6. This is a big 2 points. This can decide home ice advantage or not. This could be a big game here. First period, 1-0. There you go, Petrel. I've had my doubts about you, Petrel, but he gets a big goal there. Period number 2, 2-2. Okay, they tie it up. Kopitar gets 2. Strome gets another. Big third period here, guys. There you go. Gunnarsson and Pierlini, our first and our second line winger, getting it done, solidifying the big 2 points for Team Japan. There you go. So we got quite a crazy end here. We got 2 against Vancouver, 1 against Edmonton, which I really hope we win, and then 1 against LA. So I wouldn't mind slow simming 1 game against the Canucks. You know, we have 3 big games left. Let's slow sim them all. I believe this is a home and home against the Canucks, so it only makes sense. Yeah, it is. So we fly from Japan all the way to Vancouver, so that's quite a flight. And only 1 day to do it. That's the NHL scheduler's fault. They got to figure out a better way to make that work. First period. There you go. Strome again. This guy's been lighting it up. Only 5 shots for us compared to their 11. Come on, boys. Let's get more pucks at the net. They have Tuukka Rask in net. Weird. All right, second period. Oh, still holding it on. Third period. There you go. Dougie Hamilton on Tuukka Rask, and I believe Oleg had that shutout there, 2-0. Attaboy Oleg making 26 stops against the old man Tuukka Rask. That's big 2 points against Vancouver. Gino's happy about his individual performance. We're gonna slow sim one more game against Vancouver, see if we can go out with a bang. We could potentially hit 50 wins here. If we win these next 3 games, we will hit the 50 win mark. That's where I would like to be. I wouldn't mind hitting the big old 5-0. First period, 1-0 again, Zach Sanford. There you go. They got Mrazek in net this time. 15 shots. This is definitely different from our first period last game. Period number 2. Ooh, 3-2. They have a big period. James Van Riemsdyk, that Edler guy, and Sturm, they get 1. And then Casey Cizikas scores to cut the lead to 1. Come on, boys. Big third period. Oh, no. They double up on us. Robinson, he makes it 4-2. And we take a possible 2 of 4 points against the Vancouver Canucks. That's good since they're the first seed. But unfortunately, our dreams of hitting the big 50 win plateau is all over. 3-0 win there against the Edmonton Oilers. We beat the Oilers 4 times in the last month. So we've been beating up on them, beating up on the worst team, Connor McDavid. What's going on, buddy? Turn that team around. Big 2 points against LA, first period. There you go, Pierlini, 1-0. Period number 2, 4-3. Holy, what a period. D'Angelo, Strome gets 2. Oh, this guy's been on fire, man. Pearson, Kemp, and Toffoli, third period. There you go, 6-3. Cizikas and Brandon Pierlini. So we beat the Kings twice. That's big. We double up on them, 6-3. Pierlini had 4 points. Strome had 3, and Cizikas had 2. So that's Strome and Pierlini. They seem to really click together. 49, 27, and 6. I think the start was a little bit rocky. I'm not sure if Gino and Patrick Laine were quite comfortable yet, but regardless, I'm pretty happy with how this panned out. 104 points. So if we wouldn't have beat the LA Kings, this would have all been reversed. LA Kings would have had 104 points, and we would have only had 100. So look at Vancouver, 116 points. Oh my God. That is a hell of a year for those guys. Jesus, that's crazy. Evgeny Malkin, 74 points. If I saw correctly, he's down to an 84 overall. Is that right? That's kind of scary. Let's see, wait till it loads. Yeah, 84 overall, but 74 points. I don't think he really cares about his overall when he's hitting points like that. Patrick Laine had 51 helpers, so I think Gino was the sniper there, and Patrick Laine was the playmaker. Their roles kind of got reversed. Our captain, Timothy Liljegren, another solid season. 20 points less than what he had last year, but I think we're a better team than what we were last year. So the points are definitely more spread out. OEL had 61 right behind him. 21 goals, though. I know that you guys are saying this guy's getting old and you should probably think about trading him, but he's still got what it takes, and he is in a contract year, so probably see us re-signing him for sure. Brandon Pierlini, 58 points. I believe that's a career high out of the kid. No, sorry, he had 62 last year. 18 goals. He had 4 more helpers than last year, so this kid's been pretty good since we acquired him from Vancouver. Gunnarsson hit 50 points. What a rookie year. 13 goals, 37 helpers. That's pretty awesome. I mean, we got him for that goalie. What was the guy's name? Calvin Pickard from Detroit. We traded him straight up, which was a crazy deal. I didn't think he would grow into what he did. That's awesome. Dylan Strome, 26 goals, 23 helpers, 49 points, 1 less than what he had last year. That's not bad, Dylan Strome. Zach Sanford, 25 goals, 48 points. This guy's a beast. Definitely hitting his career high for goals. Like, he's been so good for us. 50, 38, 38, 55, 48. If he can get 50 points on the second line, I'm happy. Dougie Hamilton, only 29. So it looks like we had like our top like 8 or 9 guys with Sanford, Strome, Gunnarsson, Pierlini, OEL, Liljegren, Laine, and Malkin, and then everyone else really didn't put up the numbers. But D'Angelo had 16 goals, so that's awesome. Petrell, 24 points. Petrell's down to 82? Whoa, 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 whoa. He is unhappy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well, that's crazy. Look at all of his stats. Went way down. He's pissed. Lance Boma had 22 points. Joe Valeno, 15 goals, 7 helpers. Only 22 points. It was a plus 16, which is pretty nice as well. Casey Cizikas, 20 points. Esposito, only 20. Wow. What a bad year for Esposito. 22 points less than what he had last year. He was a plus 17 last year, now a minus 15, so that's awful. McIntyre, 84 overall. Only had 19 points, but he's just a rookie. Same with McGinnis and Curvin in there as well. Have a look at the goaltenders. Let's see where we ended up placing. Look at this guy, Oleg Trasambiev, 44 and 24. Holy crap, what a record. 7 shutouts. Wow, this guy, what a beast. After a pretty decent campaign last year, after we traded away Robin Lehner, he had the #1 role. Coming into this, he really knew that it was his job to lose. A .920 save percentage, that's not that bad. A .237 goals against average, it's not bad at all. 7 shutouts. He had 6 assists. What a beast. This dude loves to play the puck. That's awesome. He's like Mike Smith, who loves to play the puck. And then Anthony Stolarz had 5 wins and 3 losses. So as for our AHL team, whoops, didn't mean to go to the entire AHL, but look at Jonas Enroth, 34 years old, still just ripping it up there. Where are we? We are the Tuscan Roadrunners. Kieser was the 80 overall starter there, and then Oscar Macelo was the backup. Have a look at our AHL players here. Tyler Benson, 47 points. McGinn, 48. Kind of buried him in the minors. Sundin, he's not really growing. I'm giving this guy a lot of opportunity, but unfortunately he's not growing. Roy Ryder is a player that you could see us moving him up to the 4th line next year, a big left wing grinder. I think that'd be awesome to see him up in the NHL this year. So let's do a complete wrap up here of the entire NHL. 74 points for Malkin, that's definitely not bad. He's got to be up in the top 20. You got Vladimir Tarasenko at 90 points, Kopitar 83, Voracek there with 82, so 3 players with a point a game or better. We got Fabry, Dalcol, Stamkos, Kessel, Kucherov. I tried to get Kucherov, didn't work out. Taylor Radish, Tower Sagan, Kuznetsov, Neil Yakupov, wow. Gino Malkin's right there, so he is definitely in the top 20. More points than Matthews, Duchesne, Ben, Crosby, all of these guys. Crosby's 71 points, 84 overall, so he's kind of in the same position that Matthews is. And as for rookie points, looks like Gunnarsson had 1 more than this guy from LA, so that's kind of funny. He may actually win the Calder. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a Calder Trophy winner in Gunnarsson. That kid's a stud. Let's see here, rookie goalies, if it's ever going to load. Lidgren, who's this guy from the Chicago Blackhawks? He's 29 years old, so I guess they're kind of struggling for a goalie, and he was the only guy available. Makinen, who is a 23-year-old starter, 4th overall in 2018. Carter Hart, couple of rookie goalies, nothing really too crazy. So let's go ahead and see who we have in round #1. Now, this is going to be a crucial playoff for us. I didn't acquire Malkin to get bounced in the first round. No, sir. I acquired Malkin to win a Stanley Cup. Now, this is our year. This could very well be our year. Who do we have in the first round? We have the Los Angeles Kings. All right. They're looking to get their revenge. They had Kopitar, who led them in scoring. All right. Plus, they have that rookie that's equal towards Gunnarsson. So, this could be a hell of a series here. All right. We got home ice advantage, which is nice. We faced LA before. We know what they're all about. This should be a great playoff series. So I will see you guys tomorrow with another daily GM upload. Hope you are enjoying GM week. I'm having a ton of fun doing it. Our AHL team probably didn't make the postseason, unfortunately, but we got the LA Kings in round #1. Let's see if we can kick them out of round #1 for the 2nd time in a few years. This should be a great series. I'll see you guys then.